Kia ora koutou katoa and welcome to our assessment task tutorial for task tutorial 5, or if you're a health professional, this will be your assessment task 1, which is all about stop smoking medicines. I'm Edward and it's great to have you here joining us today, and I'll be doing today's session with my lovely colleague
Grant. Kia ora and welcome to this webinar.
Great. Okay, so as with all the other ones, you'll find all of our assessment tasks on our website. So our website is www.nts.org.nz. So I'm just going to share my screen and then we'll be able to show you what we mean by that. Where is it? Thank you, Grant. Great. Okay, so we've got that up now. There's our screen. So if you want to, something that we need to go, just to remember, is our resources. So if you click on the resources just over here, you will find that there's all our programs. So if you're on the full program, you'll click the one at the very top. If you're on a health professionals, you'll click the second one down. Okay, same information, different order of assessment tasks. So for health professionals, it's your assessment task 1. For the full program, it's your assessment task 5. So when we're looking at the resources, actually you've got the refresher training slides, you've got the NTS handbooks are there, all the Foundation Hub training videos are here. So it might be a nice idea to actually have a look at the stop smoking medicines area with ones, which is prescription medicines and the nicotine replacement therapies. So that's probably a good thing. I won't go through all of that now, but that's probably a very good resource for you to use in the future. What I'd like to share now is, here we go, I'm going to share another screen with you now, which is, oh yes, what we're covering today. So today we are looking at stop smoking medicines. This is the tutorial. This is what it covers. Stop smoking medicines. Describing factors that influence tobacco use independence, and evidence-based stop smoking cessation treatments available right here in New Zealand.
Go back one, sorry, Edward.
Sure.
This unit standard 2750, it's quite a large one, and it is spread across 3 of the 9 assessment tasks in the SSPP, Stop Smoking Practitioners Program. So when you finish task 5, you'll mainly be talking about the evidence-based stop smoking or smoking cessation treatments available in New Zealand. And the other parts of that unit standard are covered in tasks 6 and 7. So it's a spread over 3 of the assessment tasks.
Okay, so today we are looking at stop smoking medicines, which is rationale SSPP task 5, or task 1 if you're a health professional. So this is going to show that you've got a good sound working knowledge of all the stop smoking medicines, how much they cost, where people can access them from, drug interactions, any side effects. So they're the things that are available to people here in New Zealand as part of your practice.
So the learning guide for this is our NTS, or National Training Service Handbook for Stop Smoking Medicines. This is a handbook that Dr. Hayden McRobbie put together. It covers all the available stop smoking medicines in New Zealand. It's free to download from our website, and we're going to have a bit more thorough look at that handbook a little bit closely. It's got everything you need to know about the stop smoking medicines in New Zealand, and it's really well written, it's simple to understand, and it's Edward and our Bible. So when we're working with people, we have this with us at all times.
Right. So finally, when we're looking at accessing or trying to download the assessment task, this is where we go to our website, and we're going to go through there right now. We just had a look at that website a minute ago when we were going through the resources. So I'm just going to go through that again in terms of the process to be able to find our assessment task. So there we go, that's our assessment task there. We're going to go to the home page about NTS Alliance, and we're looking here SSPP. So we'll go to the full program, but if you're a health professional, you'll click down onto the health professional one. But if you're on the full program, you'll click here. And then we're going to come down to task 5, which is our stop smoking medicines. So everything you need to complete this task is right here on these links. So there's an introduction, there's a stop smoking medicines quick tip card, there's the handbook that Graham was just talking about for the stop smoking medicines, and the task tutorial, which will be this tutorial once we update it. So to access any of those, you just click on the link and they will open up. But when we open up the assessment task, this is what it will look like. It downloads. Remember, this is not going to save any of your information. It downloads as a Word document, and you will have to open it up, do your working as you would on it, but then you need to save this somewhere. If you close out of it without saving it, then unfortunately all your information will be lost. So by now you should have an understanding that you need to save all these Word documents. So I guess in terms of this assessment task, it comes in 2 sections. So the first section is about providing some brief comments and characteristics around 3 different stop smoking medicines. So it will tell you which ones that it would like you to answer. So varenicline Champix, which will be soon be known as
Varenicline Pfizer.
Varenicline Pfizer, yes.
Actually, that's what it's called now from the 1st of June 2019. Champix is no longer on sale in New Zealand. It's now called Varenicline Pfizer.
Right. There we go. So it wants you to ask, we'll go through that. It's going to ask you about some information around Zyban, bupropion, and then one of your choice. So you can describe any other stop smoking medicine. And the second part of this assessment task is in and around the different treatments that are available for people in New Zealand. So that will include telephone support like the Quit Line or the Quit Line, one-on-one support, which a lot of your services will probably be providing. That's if you're seeing people one-on-one, or if you're providing group support. So we'll go through the questions a little bit later, but that is the outline of the assessment task. 2 sections covering 3 medicines and 3 different types of support. So it's not a terribly long or arduous assessment task. I would have thought if you allowed between 45 minutes and 1 hour to complete this, you should be able to complete it in plenty of time. If you are taking more than an hour, then probably there's something wrong. You shouldn't be spending this much time on it. So, pretty straightforward right from the beginning. Do you want to add anything else to that, Grant?
No, I think that's good so far.
Great. Okay, so pretty straightforward. Your first name, your last name, your email address. So, as you type into this, it will populate. And if you need any more space in the box, then the box will just extend. So I'm just going to use mine for now. And then the assessment date, whatever that may be. So I guess in terms of when we sort of had a look at the assessment task with all the bits and pieces we could download, one of the good things to download would be the handbook. So I'm just going to close out of this screen. I'm going to show you the handbook, where it is. So this is the handbook here. So this is going to be a great guide in answering those questions for you. So all this talks about are the stop smoking medicines that are available in New Zealand that we can access via the chemist, or for some of our stop smoking services, they give out the nicotine replacement therapy, which could be patches, gum, lozenges, or oral spray. So this is probably a very good resource to download, because this tells us about all the different medicines, and it's going to help us answer the questions that we need to do with the assessment task.
Yeah, let's go quickly to the Champix or the varenicline page, and we'll have a look at what it's telling us. There's a lot of pre-information you'll see coming up here. What to know about NRT, how to talk about it to your clients, and then here you'll see the individual medicines coming through. So there's the patches, the nicotine gum, And this page right here, it's got a script of what you could say to your clients who may have never seen these products before. So you can have a look at this, read what Hayden says to his clients, and you can make it your own to suit your clients, your communities, and with something that you feel comfortable with saying. So that's a really handy script just to have.
I think it's great for people who are just new to the cessation work. So, you know, it's a good starting point. Over time, I would expect that you would then, you know, the more familiar you become with it, the easier it will roll off your tongue, and then you'll be able to have your own conversation starters in and around all of the different stop smoking medicines that are available.
And it's also really good just to have a quick look through some of these as well, even if you are experienced. There's often cases of people with a lot of experience helping others to stop smoking, and they're still advising their clients to use a piece of gum when they get a strong urge to smoke. So if you have a look at these sheets, you'll find that that's probably not the best advice. They should be using them on the hour, every hour as often as needed, not just when they get a strong urge. So here's varenicline. So it'll tell you how it works. It shows you that its efficacy is twice that of using a placebo, so it doubles your chances of stopping smoking. It gives you the doses that you should be taking, and it also explains how you should be taking the medicine. So you need to start 1 week prior. You start the treatment with 0.5 milligram daily for the first 3 days, increasing to 0.5 milligram twice daily for the next 4 days, and then so on and so on and so on. And then all the information about who can't use it, who people with certain conditions might be able to use it, but with caution. Any drug interactions that this medicine has with other medicines, such as warfarin, heart medicine, antipsychotics. You can see in this one there are none, no clinically meaningful drug interactions, so that's good to know about Champix. Some of the adverse effects or side effects, and some additional information there if you need it. And then the next page will tell you about what to say to your clients. And, you know, and there's that thing there, that little script about how you might say it to make it nice and easy for people to understand what this medicine is. So everything in here is perfect for answering the questions in the assessment task about stop smoking medicines. What's important to remember is that because this is an electronic copy, that we need the answers on the assessment task in your own words. So it's not okay to cut and paste straight out of this document. Although it is very tempting. So we need it in your own words. So you need to read the information, and then in your own words you write in exactly what you think the answer would be based on your reading.
Nice. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to our assessment task so that we can move out to there we go. Sorry, I'm going to share my screen again. We're going to go back to the assessment task. There we go. So written the date. And so I guess in terms of sort of that information that we just had, that we were reading from the handbook was, you know, really what type of medicine is this? What would be a suitable answer, do you think, for that?
You could write, it's a stop smoking medicine in the form of a tablet. And if you wanted to get into more detail, you could say it was specially designed medicine to help people stop smoking. And it's a partial agonist for the nicotinic receptors, if you wanted to get really fancy.
Okay.
But that answer that Edward's typed in is absolutely fine. You've answered the question. It's correct. It's a tablet. It's not a liquid. It's not something that you puff. It's not something that you stick on your skin like a patch.
Right.
Correct answer.
Okay, see, so if we had a look at the information that was in that booklet, the cost of the the cost of this treatment for the client? Well, actually, because we know that it's a prescription medicine, then the client's going to have to go and see their doctor. So I would have thought that the cost for them is their doctor's fee, because they need to go and see, so that could vary depending on who their doctor is. So it would be their doctor's fee. And then normally when you're picking up a prescription, there is a co-payment fee of $5. So basically that would be it. We're quite fortunate here because, you know, we've got Dr. Hayden McRobbie, and sometimes when he's seeing people, he can give a prescription to them. So it saves them having to go and see their doctor. But in most cases, your client will need to go and see the doctor to access this, because they'll need a prescription. So that and a $5 co-payment fee. And
there's also some people who aren't eligible for the subsidised cost, but they still want to use Champix, or varenicline as it's now called. So they can go to a doctor, get a prescription, and purchase it from the pharmacy at the full cost. I think the full cost now it's come down quite a lot. I think it's $125 now.
Right. What did it used to be?
Pack, it used to be about $300 and $400.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, and why has the cost come down?
The cost has come down because the patent on Champix has expired.
Oh, okay.
So now they're allowed to make varenicline out of license. So
right.
It's reduced the cost due to competition.
Okay. So in terms of this, we've already had a bit of a chat about this, about what, so in terms of the cost of the treatment, well, what a client needs to do to get this treatment? Say, what is the source? So we talked about this before, they need to go and see the doctor, don't they? So they need to see their doctor for the prescription. What else do you think they need to do?
They need to go to the pharmacist to get their prescription.
Oh, okay. Pharmacy to have script filled.
Yeah. And they also, under the special criteria for the subsidy, they also need to be registered with a stop smoking service, although that isn't strictly enforced. So they need to see you too.
Right.
Stop smoking practitioner.
This is very good. So, you know, often doctors are pleased to hear that somebody giving up smoking has got the support from a stop smoking practitioner. So that's quite a good thing. I guess in terms of, so yeah, doses that are used in this treatment. So we had a look at that before, but I mentioned some of those as we were going through. So you need to start the treatment before your quit date. For your quit date. Okay, doses used in this treatment, grams.
So 0.5 milligrams and 1 milligram tablets. Taken as directed.
Right. Great. What other actions are needed with this treatment?
So the actions needed with this treatment, you start at least 7 days before your quit day. For the first 3 days, you take 1 tablet of 0.5 milligram or 0.5 milligrams per day. And then for the 4 days after that, you take 2 0.5 milligrams per day. And for the rest of the treatment, 1 milligram twice a day.
But all of this will be on the packet, won't it?
All this is in the handbook.
Sorry, yes, that's correct. Yep, absolutely. But also your client will be able to have a look. Generally, it's in a blister pack and it kind of comes out, so it should be pretty straightforward in terms of. Okay, so we had a look at the, so, you know, in and around the efficacy stuff that was, you pointed out, Grant. So that's around prescribing the effectiveness of this treatment. So we sort of looked at it, it was around double your chances of quitting, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much all you need to write. Double your chances of quitting compared to using nothing at all.
Great, okay, so some of the side effects that we looked at.
So once again, in the handbook, it will tell you that the side effects, the most common is nausea. So it's always great to advise people to eat Champix with food. So while they're eating, just before they eat or just after, that can help with nausea. And vivid dreams. Some people experience vivid dreams, not necessarily nightmares. Some people quite enjoy the vivid dreams.
All right.
And another not very common side effect is changes in mood, changes in behaviour. So there's not many side effects at all for that medicine.
Okay, any other important details about this medicine?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of important details about this medicine. It can't be used by people who are pregnant or breastfeeding. Can't be used by people under the age of 18. So it's good to just check what they are. And once again, in the handbook. And so you know, and you can talk to clients who may want to use it but are unable to. And remember, the whole purpose of these assessment tasks is not to give you work to do unnecessarily. It's about learning. So when you do these assessment tasks, you're learning lots and lots and lots, or reinforcing your learning about the medicines that you'll be using every day in your life.
Right. There we go. So when we have a look at the questions for Champix, those questions there, you'll just have to repeat for bupropion, which is Zyban. So actually you can sort of see the amount of information you could be putting in there. We're not after screeds and screeds of information. So do the same for Zyban or bupropion, and then you've got to describe one other stop smoking medicine. So it can be one of your choice, which could be any of the others that are not the two you've already done, and follow the same process in terms of all the questions, getting them sorted. And then that will complete your first part of this assessment task. And then the second part is in and around the different types of support that are available in New Zealand. So you can say, see, if there's right here, bullet points are okay. You will see you need to discuss 3 different types of smoking cessation treatment. So in the area of telephone support, we all know Quitline. So actually it's probably good to Google Quitline and go onto the Quitline website to find out some information around here. So generally I would have thought cost of treatment. Well, it's a free online phone service. So, so really the cost of treatment is sort of probably free online. When you have a look at it, when you have a look at the website, you'll work out that with the counselling support from Quitline, they will send you, or they will send their client, a quit card. So with that quit card, they're going to need to go to the pharmacy to redeem it or have their prescription filled. So they would entail a $5 co-payment fee for the prescription. What are the costs of treatments, do you think?
I think that's probably it.
Okay, great. So then question number 2 in that is we're looking at the source of treatment. Well, we're bringing up the Quitline, aren't we? So the source of treatment is Quitline.
And they also have online blogs.
Right. So they also their website.
Yeah. So yeah, there's people who are quitting at the moment, and they're blogging about their experiences and what's helping, and you can advise your clients to have a look at some of those, to join the blog, and you can find out there's a whole community out there of people going through exactly the same thing you are. And they're talking about what works and what doesn't work, and what's helpful and what's not helpful. It can give you all that really good support when you're stopping smoking at 11:30 on Tuesday night when desperately craving for a cigarette and you don't know what to do.
Right.
There's help everywhere.
Okay, number of contact times in this treatment.
You can ring as often as you like, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can ring and talk to a practitioner, or the Quitline will ring you. I think it's 4 times in the first month, and then followed up by text. That's all on their website. Explain.
Right. So, initially it's 4 times, and then it could be, negotiated with the provider. So what might happen is, so the good thing about that is that you can call them 24 hours a day if you need support or times get tough when you're stopping smoking. So you can use, whilst they might call you 4 times, you could actually, if you get stuck after the 4 times, you can just call them as well. Okay, so in terms of actions with this treatment, I would have thought, well, actually, you need to phone the Quitline to access the treatment, which is good. What else might you need to do, Grant?
You need to register with their service. So it's like any health service, you have to provide information, your name and contact details.
Okay, what else might you need? Oh, so, as I said before, they're going to send you a prescription. So you need to see the pharmacy or a pharmacist to script filled. What else might you need to be? Oh, well, you need to take the medicine.
Yeah.
You need to take medicine. In most cases, NRT, whether it be gum or lozenge. Okay. Oops, the effectiveness of treatment. Well, like all the other stop smoking medicines and support, it will double your chances of quitting.
Yep. And their website also, if you're really into your statistics here, you can research the Quitline success rates and find out that they have 21% success over 12 months or whatever their success rate is, and type that in if you're into statistics.
Okay, the advantages of this treatment. I would have thought we've already said it before earlier, but it's a 24-hour service. So that's great to know. That's an advantage. You don't have to go in. Go in to see. So if you're a bit shy, then actually it would be good if you're happy to just ring up. You don't actually have to go in to see anyone.
It's really good for people who are in remote locations.
All right.
And they can't get to an office. It's good for people who are working, who can't make regular meetings with a stop smoking practitioner in office hours. And it's also really good for people who don't like sitting in a room talking to a health professional. They just want to ring someone on the phone, get the information they need, and give it a go.
Right. Okay, so actually there's a few good ones here. Disadvantages of this treatment.
Well, there's a few disadvantages of the Quitline. They do really great work, and their practitioners are amazing at their job. But it doesn't suit everybody. Some people like the group dynamics of quitting with other people, so they know that they've got support all around them. Some people like that face-to-face contact with a real person. And because it's done on the phone, the Quitline practitioners can't use carbon monoxide monitoring, so there's no motivation to quit by seeing your CO readings come down. I
guess too, because every time you ring, you might have a different practitioner on the end of the line?
Yeah, because that is a bit of a disadvantage for some people, because they get to know a practitioner. They might speak to someone for an hour the first time and they really like their style, they really like the person, and then they ring back next week and that person's not on the phone, so they have to start with another person. So that is a disadvantage.
Right. So we've covered already the telephone support. So you're going to be doing the same. You're going to be doing the same type of answers for the one-on-one support. So if most of you work for a service that provides one-to-one face-to-face treatment, then you'll just be able to talk through what your actual treatment delivery is. If you're a pharmacist, same thing, because you'll know the type of support that you give, and this is where your information or your knowledge will come in handy. So you'll repeat the process there. And then finally, you'll also repeat the process for group support. So most of the people who work in stop smoking services, there's generally somebody there who provides group support treatment. Otherwise, if you have a look in our NTS information, you will find the different types of group support and what it entails. So generally the cost is it's no charge generally. The source of treatment might be, in this case, whoever's delivering it. So if your stop smoking service delivers it, then that would be the source of treatment. The number of contact times in the treatment, generally with group support, it's around, there are 7 sessions. So you'd write, that would be 7 sessions. Actions needed with the treatment, well, actually, you need to sign up and you need to go along. Effectiveness of this treatment, like all the others, doubles your chances of quitting. And then you just continue with the advantages of that type of treatment. Well, it's good because you've got lots of people all quitting together. So therefore, if you're someone that wants to do things with other people, then that's a great way of stopping. Disadvantages of the treatment is if you're shy, probably it's not such a good thing, because all of a sudden you're putting yourself out there with the group. So, I'm sure you'll be able to find that information out quite easily. And then that ends that task. So actually, it's quite good. It's not too long or arduous. As I said before, you should allow maybe 45 minutes to an hour to complete this. If you're going more than that, then you need to stop and have a think, because it's probably taking too long. And of course, you'll do what you do with all of your other assessment tasks. You'll save the document using your first name and your last name with task 5, and you will email it to nts@expiring.org.nz to our lovely Sue, and Sue will send it off to an assessor. So I guess in terms of assessment task 5 and health professionals assessment task 1, that's all we've got for you. Did you want to say anything else, Grant?
No, I think that's covered it very well, Edward. So good luck with that task. You can see it's not a great deal of work, so get it done, we'll assess it, and you'll have your results back as soon as we possibly can.
And don't forget, as always, if you get stuck or you need any additional information, then track us down on the contacts page, ring us here at the office, flick us an email. Very easy. It's very easy to get hold of. edward@inspiring.org.nz, grant@inspiring.org.nz. Okay, until next time, ka kite anō, and we'll catch you again.